In this episode, we're at sea again. While this means that disembarkation is not too far away, it's an opportunity for me to explore and share with you some more of the other areas on board. Today I dine exclusively in the main dining room for breakfast, lunch and dinner. As it's gala evening tonight, we'll tour some of the key entertainment venues on board, as well as the chocolate parade. Plus today is the day I experienced one of the most memorable moments I've ever had on a cruise ship. Yesterday we set sail from Corfu across the Ionian Sea, and today we continue on our journey, passing through the Messina Straits on our way to Naples, where we'll arrive tomorrow. I started the day with a leisurely breakfast in the main dining room, accompanied by a fantastic aft view. There was plenty of choice on the menu, from simple dishes to more indulgent options. But today I opted for the French toast, which was a perfect start to the day. Upon returning to my cabin after breakfast, I faced a dreaded sight: disembarkation information and tickets. Now, the fact that they were neatly placed in the bed didn't make them any easier to deal with, but the information was nice and clear, and it gave me all I needed to know, as I also booked on Holland America Line's transport service from the cruise ship to the airport. Determined to put disembarkation thoughts aside, I spent the rest of the day exploring the ship. First, I headed to the retreat. This is a secluded area on deck 11, with cabanas available for reservation. They're priced at $75 per day for up to 2 people, and the family-sized cabanas for up to 6 people are $150 a day. Most cabanas offer fantastic views, although some seem to be slightly more shaded than others, so it is worth checking out which ones are available when you book to decide which one suits you the best. I've put some more information and tips in a separate blog post on my website. Now, while there isn't a hot tub up here like other Holland America Line ships, there are cooling showers. Plus, you also get bar service and food service, making this a fantastic option if you want a private outdoor space. And this could be a brilliant option to consider also if you're staying in an inside cabin. After touring the retreat, I visited the World Stage Theatre for the City at Sea presentation. This is a fascinating insight into what it takes to run a cruise ship and all that goes on behind the scenes to help you gain an appreciation of the hard work that the crew put in to give us all a memorable time at sea. And I highly recommend checking out this presentation if you get the chance during your cruise. Now, with it being a sea day, today was another great day to relax on Oosterdam's delightful promenade deck. This was a wonderful place to gently walk off the breakfast while taking in those deep blue skies and ocean views. After a few laps of the Prom Deck, which was a combination of walking and stopping to chat with fellow guests, it was time to return to the main dining room to check out what lunch was like at sea. I started with a light salad because, well, breakfast felt just like a hot minute ago, and I needed space to try the Cordon Bleu burger, just so I could compare it to the dive-in burger. Now, while this was really tasty, I admit I did prefer the burger in the dive-in. And for dessert, I indulged in the Grand Marnier chocolate mousse. Now, I kind of wished I'd just kept to 2 courses in the main dining room, as later I discovered the Cake Me Away event was happening in the Lido market. The array of cakes was incredible, with tempting options like crepe cake and strawberry gâteau. Now, sadly, I didn't have enough room to try them, but my advice is leave space for Cake Me Away if you see it advertised. I couldn't put off the inevitable any longer, so I returned to my cabin to begin packing before heading down to the bow for more scenic sailing through the Messina Straits. The Messina Strait is the narrow waterway between the Italian regions of Sicily and Calabria and connects the Ionian and Tyrrhenian seas. And at its narrowest point, it's just over 3 kilometres or about 2 miles wide. This iconic passage is steeped in ancient Greek legends of bickering sea monsters and more modern-day dangers for sailors in the form of strong currents and whirlpools, making it a breathtaking and memorable experience. But we expertly navigated the channel, giving us some stunning views. And of course, when I say we, I actually do mean the captain and the bridge crew. After the scenic sailing, I returned to the cabin to finish my packing, but that's both boring and depressing, so I won't show that here. Then, as early evening set in, it was time to return to the main dining room for my 3rd and final visit today, as I headed for the Gala dinner. The Gala menu offers so many delicious options tonight, it was really hard to choose. But I ended up going for the light salad to start, followed by steak and ending up with a crisp, which for UK followers is what we would call a crumble. It was all cooked to perfection by the talented kitchen staff, and the Gala evening ended with a parade of all the kitchen staff through the restaurant, with us guests waving our napkins in appreciation. But there was no time to delay after dinner as the sun was setting and we needed to head once again to the ship's bow for what was the highlight for me of this cruise, the sunset sailing near Stromboli. Stromboli is an active volcanic island just north of Sicily, and it's one of the most active volcanoes in Italy. Amazingly, only a third of the volcano is actually above the water, and what I find even more astonishing is that around 500 people actually choose to live on this island with an active volcano in the middle of the sea. As we're sailing with Holland America Line, it wasn't just going to be a cursory sail pass that you might get with other cruise lines. No, this was an extended, lingering cruise by Stromboli, timed to perfection to coincide with what was a spectacular sunset. It couldn't have been any more perfect. What this meant for us lucky guests is that we were treated to plenty of opportunities for photos, so the whole experience didn't feel rushed or frenzied, and it allowed us so much time to take in these amazing sights. And as the sun set, Stromboli, also known as the lighthouse of the Mediterranean, showed off its stream of fire on its erupting side of the volcano. Without doubt, this unforgettable experience stands out as one of the best moments I've had in over 20 years of cruise holidays. After this indisputable highlight of the evening, there was only really one thing for it: time for more indulgence with Holland America Line's chocolate parade. Crew members brought around chocolate treats such as cupcakes and chocolate sweets, and these were all very popular with guests. Still riding high from the Stromboli experience, I spent some time in the Rolling Stone Lounge before heading to Billboard Onboard and then finishing up at the World Stage Theatre for a performance by the Step One Dance Company. Now, this show is fantastic with so many talented dancers, stunning visuals and energising music. It's a must-see if you're on board. In the final episode of this series, we visit Naples, where I'll explore Herculaneum and compare it to my previous visit to Pompeii. I also dine at the Pinnacle Grill and review its menu. Then from Naples, we head to Civitavecchia, our final port, before disembarking Oosterdam, and I test out Holland America Line's port-to-airport transfer service and check out whether it's value for money. If you found this video useful, then please like and subscribe, and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, links in the description below, or watch some more of my Oosterdam content now.